Okay, so let me show you how to get your to-do list to pull up. This is your to-do list for asbestos, burn permits, trash truck inspections, and then the to-do list for service request. So what you'll do is come up here to this gear icon, settings icon. N4 calls it My N4 Preferences. Once you're in here, click on this arrow here for My N4 Items. And then to get your the first to-do list you're trying to pull up is your unassigned reviews group to-do list. So click on this CDR arrow here, come down here and check this box, unassigned reviews by group to-do list. That's the one for asbestos, burn permits, and trash truck inspections. Just click that arrow back. And to get your other one open, come down here to CRM. This is for service request. And then you're going to want to, trying to get this to widen out. There we go. This is the one you want to click. You want to click My Responsibility, comma, Open Service Request. Now, don't get it confused with this guy, which has all the same words, but the difference is it has a colon instead of a comma. So it won't work if you choose this one. I don't know why they designed it that way, but not too worried about it. Anyway, click this guy, and that's pretty much all we have to worry about for now as of the date of this video. And then come over here and hit save. Now, two of my tips with this is, because we started using iPads, you can't switch the setup of these in your iPad. Like, you can't move them around very well. You might be able to move them this way a little bit, but you definitely can't move them front to back in the iPad, and you can't expand the windows, the size of the windows like you can here. Like here, if I click on it and you hover over the corner somewhere, you can make the window smaller or larger. Usually it's the bottom corner. So, oh yeah, there it is. See, you can't do this on your iPad, but you can do it here in Info. So you need to set however you want it to look here on your computer, and then it will look like that when you pull this up on your iPad. And that goes for all of it: the size of this window, the location of this window within your screen. And now, since there's so many, I think the best way to organize this is usually to have this window be really big, because there's 70 records, and the service request window is, I usually just have it be small like this, and because there's usually so much fewer of them. Now, on setup, one of the things, you can see how they keep wanting to flip back. This one wants to flip behind this one, and since it's smaller, I would pull it up to the front. And to do that, you need to make it sit all outside of this window for a second, just so you can grab it here in a minute. There you go. Okay, let me go back. You'll see why I'm telling you to do this here in just a second. You want to grab this one last, and then don't ever grab them again. Grab back onto this guy. It's a little dumb. Grab onto it right here. I'm clicking down, holding down on it. Pull it all the way to the top. That way you don't have that gap you have to scroll through every time you log back in. And then come back over here and see now how there's enough of this hanging out past this boundary that I can grab my service request one. And then I'm just going to pull it back over here. Now, I don't really care to see any of these last 3 rows typically for my asbestos stuff. I'm just trying to get my screen. But I usually at least I don't want to block my address ones, because that's what I'm using. I'm looking for addresses, maybe even these application numbers. So I just set it here, and on my computer screen, obviously, the service request window is still pretty open. On your iPad, you might just have to pull it over a little bit to see your service request. But this way, the 2 windows are coexisting very well, and it works well on this. With this setup, it'll work well on your computer and on your iPad. So hopefully that helps you out.